What's going on, world? What we got here? This man, James Lionel Isaac. This man, Joseph Isaac, aka Annan Antien, and this is the Lion's Son podcast, the inaugural, the very first. So, our very first guest to hear and listen to and hear the story of is my brother, family, one of the founders of one of the wonders of the world, a black-owned video game tournament in Atlanta, owned and operated black. I want y'all to give a warm welcome, please, to my brother, Neighbor Blake, at Neighbor Blake. Blake, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Beautiful night. I mean, if you could see the camera, you would see how beautiful everything is, how beautiful all the people are. It's a Monday, and we're out here doing beautiful things. I don't know.
For sure, man. And I've always loved your name, Neighbor Blake, because you guys really helped me get out of my shell during the pandemic. We were locked down. We didn't really have a lot of ways to connect with people, and I was really starting to, it's just sort of regress. And coming to your tournament and being able to see so many black faces, it really healed me. And meeting you really healed me. You know, you've always been neighborly. That's why I think that name fits you so well. But you tell the story of your name. Where does it come from?
So it's kind of a funny story because the name is like a double entendre. So first, kind of like what you said, like being like neighborly, being like hospitable, like inviting people to a space and like taking care and like showing love and all those things were like very near and dear to me. Like I grew up playing video games. I grew up like hosting like, couch parties and stuff like that. But then there's the dark side of my name is it is a racially charged name from like segregation. So during like once desegregation happened, neighbors were what they called niggas. So it was like, here comes the neighbors moving in. Here comes the niggas moving in. So yeah, so like back when like, sundown town and stuff like that, like it was like that was a thing. Like people were like, the neighbors are moving in. And I was like, the niggas are moving in.
No wonder I fuck with you, man.
So like Neighbor Blake is like, yeah, I am your friend, I'm your like ally, I'm with you, I fuck with you, but also like I am black, and being like a black business owner, it's like I'm coming for you. Like I am owning my shit, I'm running my business, I'm here.
And I just need to say, like, that's so hard. Like from when I met you, I knew I fucked with you, but I didn't know that a lot of the stuff that I fuck with history, with identity, you fuck with, And yeah, every new space that you show up to, yeah, you got to work with different people, but they're like, oh, we got a new neighbor, right? Now, I want to know, what are your roots like? What are your roots? You see, we got it lit here. And those are black people cheering, by the way. This is another black-owned business. So tell me about the story of growing up where you grew up. Where did you grow up, and what was it like?
So I am originally from LA, but primarily the high desert. It was cool. Like I grew up like very like diverse, like it was, being in LA, like it's like a huge Asian community. There's a huge like Latino community, obviously a huge black community, and then like we have the sprinkles of white community. So like I was raised like very like open and like culturally like diverse. So I don't know, it was great. Like I was raised to not see color. I was raised to not like do anything, but at the same time, like my mom instilled within me like, you're a king. Like I'm also Native American.
So you a brother a whole other way too.
Yeah.
Native Americans are black.
Yeah.
People don't remember.
And so like my grandpa's a chief.
Okay, on your mom's side.
Mhm. Yeah, so
What tribe, if you don't mind? No sweat. No
she hates me for this because I ask her every year. I'm like, Mama, what tribe are we again? We're based out of Maryland. I believe it's Pequot. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, do not put that on camera because my mom will beat my ass. But we are Northeastern Native American. And so, like, again, it's going back. Like, she was just like, you're a king. You're a chief. Like, own it. Take care of it. Like, do everything. Like, don't let anyone, like, talk down to you. Don't let anyone, like, belittle you. Like, you're royalty.
That's a Fendi fact, for sure. I wanted to ask also, a few years ago, this leads right into what we were talking about being royalty. Why don't we see more black people owning? We talked about this a few years ago while we were at a tournament, and you just mentioned to me, because I was saying how much I appreciated all the game that you gave me about owning your own black business. What do you really feel about black ownership? How far it's gone? Like, how far it's left this country? There used to be a lot of black owners, and now there aren't. How does that make you feel, and what do you want to see happen differently?
I would say that I feel like a lot of people are like scared and like almost like timid about like entrepreneurship. I think it's something that like needs to be talked about more. Like, it is very open. It is very like accessible to us or anyone in general. Anyone in general. It's like it's there, like it's available. Like, you can be a chef, you can be, you know, a gamer, you could Twitch, you could TikTok. There's so many options for us to like start like building our community. And like, you know, Black Wall Street was a thing, you know, like there's been plenty of like communities and like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like, I guess community is the best way.
A lot of our own, communities, and a lot of our own economic base in a sense.
Yes.
So,
Exactly. Yeah, so we've had, the black economy has been like something that's been like there. It's just like, I feel like for me personally, one of the big things is just like not gatekeeping. It's like we can all eat. We can all eat. Like, it's available. Like, a big thing for me personally is like, if someone asks me about like my experience in like owning the business or doing like consulting, which is what I do also for restaurants, I'm like, I'm an open book. If I'm making money, you should be making money too. Like, and I will give you every knowledge, tidbit, tool that I have in my repertoire, because we should be owning this shit. We built this shit. Like, we built this country.
that's right.
So,
And the only reason why I wanted to stop you there is because it goes right back to you telling me a lot of that game and where the perspective of that actually came from. I came to you for a lot of that advice because I really trusted you to tell you about the fact that I had a condition. This is a dual podcast, by the way. This is for Lion Son Business, Lion Son Podcast, and it's also for Bipolar Recovery Journals. I have several disabilities, but chiefly among them, type 2 bipolar. And speaking of my brother Blake, I was able to see another black man thrive even with different conditions that he also has. Are you still comfortable talking about that? Okay.
So I am which I kind of hate it at this point now. But I am a spectrum baby. I am a high-functioning autistic. So just hyper-focusing, slightly OCD. My girlfriend hates me sometimes because I'm just like, babe, we got to go right now. And she's like, we got time. I'm like, nope. I'm like, nope, we got to go now. And I will not be happy if we're not like out the door in like 5 minutes. So it's something I grew up with. I guess like a weird like tidbit that I'd like to add is unfortunately I feel for like people of color, it's ignored a lot or it's downplayed. It's like, so I was late diagnosed. I got diagnosed at like 28 or something like that. And I like told my mom and she was like, no, you're just smart. And I was like, no, Mom, like, I'm diagnosed with autism. It's okay. Like, I'm not saying like I can't do shit or like I'm like, you know, I can't tie my shoes or whatever the fuck like you think like, you know, when you say like you're like mentally different, neurodivergent, I guess, like, you know, it's not like a hindrance, like it's a strength for me. It's why like I own my business. It's why like I got to like turn my passion, which is video games, into a career. Like it's magic. Like it's not bad. I'm like, it's great. Like if I was regular, like I wouldn't be here.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that they could hear this follow-up to everything that you're saying. Thank you for speaking on it, too. And also, thank you for talking about it from the perspective of how your mom first heard it. You know, because I know as black men, like, our mamas see us a specific way, you know? And they don't mean anything by it when they say that. They mean what they really mean, that you're going to be strong from this. But it just comes out the way that it comes out. Yeah.
I don't feel like any way about like what she said. It was just like that's a thing like I kind of want to like express. Like it's kind of weird because like, you know, everyone at this, you know, point like has like some sort of like mental thing they're going through or life thing they're going through, and it's like it's not bad. Like we just need to like acknowledge it, learn, and like grow from it. And so, like, it's a great thing to, like, know, like, you're on the spectrum. Know you have, like, BPD. Know, you know, whatever, like, mental things. Like, we're all, like, humans. There's billions of people on this planet. All our brains are different.
That's a fact. And I just want you to understand, you taught me a lot of that. You taught me a lot of that acceptance and being able to grow with it. So I do want to make sure in front of everybody to say thank you. Thank you very much, man. Now, the question that I really wanted to talk about is what would you want to tell black people?
What I want to tell black people is, I guess like my mom said, like, you're kings, like you're royalty, like you deserve everything and more than what you expect, and it's accessible, and you know, just finding your tribe and stuff like that. Like again, like I guess going back, like I'm here. Like if you see this podcast and you need some information about starting a business, consulting, you want to come bartend, like whatever, like I'm here to build the community, and it's all love. That's about it. Like I'm here.
And we here. And you here with us. That's episode 1. Y'all better start motherfucking counting, you understand me? All right, love, smooth. We good.